What's up, MSS Multiverse? And today we're going to be talking about the best theory I have ever heard, without question, about the whole connection between Zamasu and Black Goku. Seriously, my mind was blown when I heard this. I mean, I can't even... I didn't come up with this theory myself, but you guys have to hear this. You have no idea. This just absolutely just... Oh my gosh, whole new light on this whole saga once I heard this. I think this makes so much sense. And seriously, this is by far the best theory I've ever heard. Not to repeat myself, but ever, about who Black and Zamasu really are and their connection. So I can't take all the credit for this. I only came up with the other half of this theory. So before I straight up tell you what the theory is, there's some information I have to share that makes it, you have to know this information for this theory to make sense. And as the Supreme Kai in Trunks' timeline, the future timeline, has died in the fight with the Bora and Babidi. And it's also been revealed that when the Supreme Kai dies, when all the gods of creation die, which the other four were killed by Majin Buu, the god of destruction, Beerus, will go along with him because he is linked in the same way that Piccolo and Kami were once linked. So that being said, there's no god of destruction and no god of creation in Trunks' timeline. Another really crucial piece of information is Zamasu is training to become the next Supreme Kai, which is called the gods of creation. So that means he has some background in becoming the Supreme Kai, and he's going to become one, just given more time. So my theory about who Black Goku and Zamasu really is, Zamasu is the new god of creation for Trunks' timeline, and Black is the new god of destruction. And honestly, it just makes so much sense once I heard it, because think about it. Zamasu is apprenticed to become a new god of creation, a Supreme Kai. Like, why would they include that whole part with him being the apprentice of Gowasu? You know, this information has to come in handy sometime. And also, why was it revealed that the Supreme Kai died in Trunks' timeline as well, and that there's no god of destruction? Like, I feel like that information was thrown in there, but a lot of people forgot about it by now. And that combine that information where you have someone who was trained to become the new god of creation, and you have Black Goku. And seriously, I think this theory makes so much sense, because now you also have them saying that we're gonna build our utopia. And I feel like this is where it gets even more crazy, and this is my part of it. You have Black, who's the new god of destruction potentially, and he can destroy all these worlds that Zamasu deems unfit to be in the eyes of the gods. And then you have Zamasu, who's going to create the new utopia. It makes so much sense. Like, seriously, it blew my mind when I heard this. So if it is true, then Black is the new god of destruction. He's going to destroy Earth and all the other worlds, and you have Zamasu, who creates all the new worlds. And it makes so much sense, because they're talking about creating this utopia, and they did create the most perfect pair to create the utopia. Because if you have the god of destruction, the god of creation, you have one person destroying everything, one person creating everything. But seriously, when I heard this, I had to tell you guys, like, right away, like literally within 5 minutes I was making this. I was just like, it caused me to feel it in my heart almost. I was like, holy balls, like this theory is just out of this world. It makes so much sense. Another observation is we've only seen Black Goku destroying the Earth. We've never seen Zamasu destroying everything, which further supports the fact that he's the god of destruction, and Zamasu is just the one who creates everything. I mean, Zamasu even says that him and Black are not allies, but they have a common goal. Well, you need a god of destruction and creation to create a utopia, because you need someone to destroy and create. So that even makes more sense, because they're saying they have the same goal, but they have opposite jobs per se. Now, if this is true, guys, I so called it, and this is going to be crazy. I think that of all theories I've ever heard, this one makes by far the most sense, and would be like it'd be like the most connection to what they have said in this saga so much. It would connect all the information together. It would explain everything that they're saying. And the only question left would be like, what is Black Goku's body? Like, why is it look like Goku? That'd be the only information that would still not to be explained. Now, if this isn't true, I'm really curious to see what Dragon Ball Super says for who Zamasu and Black with their connection really is. I'm really curious if it's not this, what it was going to be, because I feel like this is the only thing that makes sense, or if not the most sense out of anything I've ever heard. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that Black is the future god of destruction and Zamasu is the future god of creation, that they're pairing up to create their new utopia where Black Goku destroys everything and Zamasu recreates everything? Let me know what you think of that in the comments. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know your theory about who Black and Zamasu is. I'll read them all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.